You had life and death control over everything around you, even as a young officer. Richard and I were probably close to the same age. At that time I was 21. I'm assuming he was about the same age at that time or close to it. And when you're out there, you're separated from your command structure. And we didn't even have a company commander over us at that time. We were both platoon leaders. But the company commanders involved were off with other platoons doing other things. So in our area, we controlled life and death over everybody around us. And we obviously had a lot of very heavily armed young men with us. Average age over there was about 19 years old. So you might have 30 plus men, young boys actually, walking around with all kinds of weaponry. And all you had to do was point and say shoot, and they would shoot. So that's why I say you had the total life and death control, and nobody was going to second guess you. If somebody was killed, they were killed. And then you moved on.
So at that time, were you guys almost autonomous, that you were gathering your own intelligence, planning your own missions, or was there a general mission?
We would have a general mission. They'd tell us they want us to move to a certain objective, and we would basically plan how we were going to do that. A good senior officer over us would not try to tell us step by step how to do it. He would just say, that's your objective. We need you to take that objective by such and such a time. And then we would plan how we're going to get there and how we're going to accomplish that mission, because we're on the ground, we're actually in the terrain, and who better to make those decisions than the person that's actually there, rather than somebody flying around in a command and control helicopter, 1,000 feet above you.
So at that same time, you and Richard are second lieutenants.
I was the first lieutenant. I don't know what Richard was at that time. He was a lieutenant.
Okay.
I didn't know his exact rank. We didn't wear rank on our uniforms because we knew the guys that were with us knew who we were. They knew us to be the officers, but we didn't want the enemy to know we were the officers. So it was smart not to wear your rank.
What would an officer wear that would give it away?
You'd wear your lieutenant's bar on your collar or on your helmet, on your camouflage cover on your helmet. And, sometimes I had that on, but there were times that, the uniforms would rot off your back. So if that uniform jacket rotted away, you'd call in for a uniform jacket. It wouldn't come out with your name on it and your rank on it. It'd just be another jungle fatigue jacket. You could throw that on. And I got chewed out for that one time by a brigadier general who flew out there and chewed me out because I didn't have any rank insignia on. And I told him straight to his face, I said, sir, I don't need anybody else to know who I am, what my rank is. These guys around here, they know who I am. That's the only people I want. And then I told him, I said, if I were you, sir, we've been in running battle for basically several hours. This was on and off through the night before and into that day. I said, if I were you, sir, I'd get back in that helicopter and leave. Because he was standing around with his star on his helmet and on his uniform, and he's all starched up. He looked perfect for a brigadier general, but he's also a big target. So it was good to get him out of there.
At that time, when you were just accomplishing your missions, do you remember having conversations with Flaherty?
Oh yeah, there were several times that he and I had conversations when we would operate in the same general area, because we'd be communicating on either the battalion net or we'd set up an interplatoon net where we could talk to each other, even if we weren't physically right with each other. So we'd coordinate the operation.